Malls, ladies and gentlemen. We are talking malls today. So in the United States, for the last few decades, the malls have been disappearing because everything is online. Everyone wants to shop on Amazon, and we have this kind of convenience of everything being delivered to us. And while that's an amazing thing, we have something that is called third spaces that are like slowly but surely disappearing. You know what I mean? A lot of people have been trying to find ways to socialize, whether that means trying to make friends, spend time with loved ones, meeting people that you want to like go ask out on a date, stuff like that. A lot of that stuff would happen at a mall. People used to have arcades. People used to coulda, woulda, shoulda. And nowadays, you got all these videos that malls are dying, right? It's a trend that I used to be such a huge fan of, looking at all these malls that just kind of die off, or people that are doing some kind of a vlog where they'll go in person to go check out these malls that are kind of dying off. And it's like, in a way, it's kind of cool because it's fascinating watching what happens in hellscapes of late capitalism. You know, it's just kind of fun to watch the world after it's burned down a little bit. But there's another country, and if you guys watch my channel, you know exactly who I'm talking about, whose malls are doing just fine. And there's a reason for that. And we're going to kind of be looking at some of that today, because what is now kind of dying in the States is very alive elsewhere. And I'm a believer in the fact, or the belief, I guess, that the American dream lives on, just not so much in America as it did before. Alright, so I'm going to be throwing the link in the description below to the original video that I'm kind of looking at here. This is a mall that I used to go to a lot, so I can kind of show you guys what things look like. If you're not from the Philippines or familiar at all, you got all these kind of Western joints to go to. If I could be there and show you what is going on here, I would love to, and I'm going to. 28 days from now is my flight, and I'm super stoked to be showing you guys this stuff in person. But right now, this is the closest thing we got. We got a walking tour, and there's all kinds of videos like this. You know, if you're wondering to see what these kind of things look like, there's all kinds of these walking tours of different cities in Manila, different malls, and you can kind of watch these if you're ever, you know, yearning like me, or if you're wondering to see what it's like. And this is where the Italianis is. So guys, this spot right here is probably my favorite Italian restaurant in the Philippines. It's a chain, and it's always good. It's affordable, and what I'm telling you, and I'm serious about this, when I say you are fine dining on like $10 to $20, this is a great place if you're looking to go on a date with a special partner of yours or stuff like that. It's always seen as a good gesture, but you can like leave paying for like, you know, $10 to $20 each person for like a really, really nice Italian meal. So if you're into not only like the Filipino cuisine, or if you're into kind of like European food, stuff like that, everything is available. And that's the thing about the Philippines, is that the Filipino food, I have all kinds of videos about it, and I'll be making more. You can bet on it. But the thing is that there's just so much variety. There's just so much to enjoy, dude. Texas Roadhouse. Okay, so we got Awesome right next door to Awesome. And this is more recent than when I lived at the building. Okay. Oh, we got two ads. Nice. So outside. Another thing, guys, Denny's. So I'm from Utah, and Denny's is a really big deal in Utah because we love having our unlimited pancakes. I found out the hard way. It's not actually unlimited. It only goes up to 13 refills, but yikes. Not fun. But basically, yeah, Denny's, it's more of like a place that you go after you're done drinking with friends. It's comfort food if you're not familiar with that place, but it's just like to the max in the Philippines, because we have this mindset in the States at a lot of restaurants of like this kind of shrinkflation, where you put less quality ingredients into the food and you charge more, and then what ends up on your plate is just not going to be very good. Yeah, in the Philippines, it's actually very decent because they know a lot of people go to these kind of fancy clubs coming from Europe and stuff like that, and they want to provide a really good experience. And it's still a very affordable kind of like munchies spot for right after when you're going clubbing or bars, or going to different bars and stuff like that, and they're kind of just everywhere. So look out for the Denny's because they have got your back. There's this one Japanese spot that I can't exactly find, but I want to explain to you guys why the mall is such a big deal in the Philippines, or at least why I think it is. There's not really a big culture of going to public parks, and when you are living in a country that only has 3 seasons, hotter and hottest, you want to gather in a place that has, you know, a decent kind of backdrop, right? Like there are so many ads and so many like music videos that are just filmed at malls because it's so pretty. Look at that. You got 3 levels, man. I don't think I've seen a mall like that or anywhere near that in the States, and this isn't even one of the bigger malls, guys. I'll show you guys my reaction to Moa on a different video, but this is Robinson's Place, Manila, in case I forgot to mention that before. This is the one that's located in Malate, and yeah, they've got like an arcade on the top floor, and we'll get to that. But on the bottom floor, they have all these fantastic restaurants and places to shop. So if you got the munchies and you're trying to munchie on a budget, it's just a lot of fantastic places to be going, and I'm looking forward to vlog it. But this is what we got for now, you know, walking tour. So let me kind of show you around, see if I can remember. I mean, things are a little bit Auntie Anne's. You can always depend on those being just everywhere worldwide. I know somebody who owns one. Okay, there's this one store, guys. I don't know, is it pronounced Bench? Because I don't know if that's a slash or an I, if you guys are familiar with the band. Let me know in the comments. Is that Bench or Benchy? I don't know. Oh, this is a really good donut place. Where'd it go? Okay, I don't know how you say that. Is it just Ko? Because you got the letter on the left that says that's pronounced Ko in Japanese, and then in English you have the CO. They have some fantastic donuts for a decent price as well. So make sure to check them out. I'm a huge fan of them. I once got a work deal where somebody just handed me a bunch of coupons, and I'll probably tell more about that story a different time because it's, oh boy, that was a doozy. But I did get some donut coupons, and I was able to spend them there, and I was a very satisfied customer. Yeah, Robinson's Supermarket. So one thing you can always depend on in Filipino malls is that there's going to be a supermarket, and it's still fairly affordable pricing. Like the pricing that you're going to see in like a supermarket that's within a mall is just the same as you'd get at any supermarket, or if you see a hypermarket, which is if you don't have that in your country, which it was kind of a new thing to me. It's like a supermarket, but there's more focus on like having stock and everything. The malls have everything, guys. Everything in the Philippines you could possibly need. You've got a dentist. You've got I mean, I'm not seeing everything just yet because some of these spaces are closed off, but you got a McDonald's, of course, you know, the obligatory. I want to say there was a Burger King there too, because I saw a very, oh, we got a Pizza Hut in the house. Now, my favorite place to eat here was honestly the TGI Fridays. They had some bomb tenders. But yeah, just it's so mesmerizing walking around. There's like levels to it. Almost feels like an airport. You guys ever get that feeling like you're at the airport and you're just like, wow, this is almost like spiritual, man. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. I mean, maybe I'm the weird one. But just kind of walking around here. What else are we going to see? This is a 45-minute video. We're not going to watch the whole thing. We're still on the first floor. There's so much to see, and they're not even covering everything. Like, you're not gonna get a peek at everything that there is there. Meanwhile, in the States, like I want to say in Utah, like our malls, there's one good mall. If you guys are ever in Utah, make sure to check out City Creek Center Mall. And if you guys want to see me go there, make sure to comment down below, and I'll be dropping on by because there's some good food there. You know, it's probably the best mall I can think of in Utah. It's got like it's got a roof that like opens up and stuff depending on what time of year you go, but even when it's winter there's like a glass roof. You can still kind of see the sky through, so it's awesome. And then there's like a bridge between the two sides of it, so it's pretty cool. And then let's just kind of look around a little bit, skip ahead because we are not, ooh, we kind of skipped a lot of good stuff, but I'll make sure to show you guys when I actually go there, because I can actually have control over how long the video is going to be in that case. But okay, let's see here. Lighters galore. Wow, this is a blast to the past. So back when I lived at this place, there was somebody who I dated who used her vape pen a lot. I mean a lot. And this is why I'm not probably ever gonna give a name drop, because it was a bad old relationship. But we would be kind of going on walks sometimes. If we ever wanted to go on a date, it was usually we're grabbing something to eat, which was the kind of nice part of the relationship, right? She and I would go to like whatever spot downstairs. A lot of the times it was the Marugame Udon, which is a very, very good Japanese restaurant. Also very cost effective. There's just so much I miss. There's just so much I miss, guy. I'm just so like hyped to finally go. 28 days from now, I'm gonna be hopping on a plane and I'm gonna see this place that I once called home and hope to again. So if you want to help me with that goal, make sure to like and subscribe, because the boys gotta pay the bills somehow. Anyway, this kind of like vape shop right here. This lady was so, I think that's the lady that worked there, if that's the same lady from like 2 or 3 years ago when I lived there. And my ex, she would just leave her garbage on the counter there, which is one of my pet peeves. I was like, please, these staff, they don't get paid that much. Treat them with some respect. Don't just be leaving your trash on the counter. But that is so crazy. I did not expect to be having like a little flashback, if you will. Anyway, they've always got something cool promotional on the bottom floor, like if there's a big movie coming up or if it's like Chinese New Year. It's a great display spot because everyone can see it from all the different levels. You're gonna walk by a lot of these restaurants, and when it comes to like Filipino malls, people don't always go there to buy anything. Sometimes you just go there to hang out. Like sometimes you can just, I mean, you'll be tempted to, for sure. So a lot of people get, you know, kind of pressured into like, oh, I'll just get a coffee or something like that, or maybe I'll grab a small snack here or there. And it's not that expensive either, so I wouldn't even feel bad about buying something small since I'm there anyway. Oh boy, oh boy. But yeah, like, it's just a place to hang out with your people. So I know a lot of people on YouTube, or at least I watch them, where they get scouted for modeling, or, you know, something like that happens where, what's this? Olive Garden? No, it's Mary Grace. Yeah, you'll see those places everywhere. It's kind of more of like a traditional Filipino cooking, but focused on like the savory stuff that your mom would make if your mom was Filipino, you know, kind of household stuff. Okay, what are we seeing? Oh, I missed it all. Just even going on walks. Like, if you're gonna go for a jog, I feel like if you're trying to get in shape, the mall is also a great place for that, because you're not gonna like absolutely kill yourself in the bare bones minimum 90-degree heat outside. And if you're European, that's about, you know, 30 degrees Celsius, something around that range. Imagine that is the like minimum at night, by the way. And when I'm going, guys, this next month or so, it's actually the worst time to go because it's like the stormy season. So you're gonna see me in the malls probably more than it's gonna be comfortable. But anyway, it's gonna skip through. A lot of the good stuff is just on the first floor, right? That's how they get you. And I feel like a lot of the more like kind of practical stuff, like little clinics you can go to if you're having some kind of a sickness, or if there's some kind of an ailment you have, go see a specialty doctor. If there's something, you know, they've got dentists, they've got hair salons. I mean, I think that's normal for a mall, but like the hair salon part, man, just seeing like the support beams and stuff like that, it's kind of cool to see that they will put so much planning into keeping a structure up like this, because this is so important to Filipino society. Everything happens here. You name it, it's going on at a Filipino mall. When it comes to socializing, or yeah, literally just like, I used to go to immigration at a mall. I don't know if that's normal for most countries to have immigration at a mall, but I would do my visa extension at, it was like an Ayala mall somewhere up north. It was Ayala Circuit. So sometimes I would get like a nice little walk and go explore to see what the theater looks like, even though I've never been to a movie yet there. I hear it's really nice. I hear that the theaters are, generally speaking, pretty premium.
Thanks, Mike.
If I may, if that's possible, come on. Oh yeah, you got a lot of really good like tech stores. One thing I will note, guys, is that if you are planning to buy anything technology related as far as your travel gear, I would recommend getting that before you go to the Philippines, because things do cost a little bit more when it comes to tech in general. In the Philippines, everything costs more than it would in the States. So the same laptop that I use for gaming costs like twice as much. I got it for like 700 in the States, and then it costs like anywhere from like 1.5 times that to 2 times that in the Philippines. And just trying to get the parts for it are insane. I did a different vlog about trying to get that thing fixed, and like I was able to get a cord for it, but that cord itself didn't even last that long, so I had to replace it pretty quick when I got back home to the States. But we got like an appliance store. Obviously, do your research, guys, so you don't get bad prices. A lot of these are convenience based, but some things are affordable. There's some malls that I noticed there's like an Ace Hardware, so if you're trying to like get ready for repairs and stuff like that, I would recommend looking into stores that specialize in that and comparing prices just as you would do anywhere. Yeah, guys, they've got everything. I'm serious. One thing to watch out for is you might want to kind of like keep your gaze forward. As you are walking around, people will approach you and just kind of like come up to you and say like, "Yes, sir. Yes, sir." I don't get it, because in the English language, the word yes is an answer to a question. And generally speaking, when you're just walking around in a mall, you don't go around just asking everyone questions. No, they just start the convo like, "Yes, sir," as if they're trying to like sell something to you. But I don't know, like, why is everyone taught to say that? It's so awkward. That's one of my icks with the mall, is just the walking everywhere and getting the "yes, sir." But anyway. Okay, they got your tech needs. See, that guy might be one of those that jumps out with, I mean, some of them are nice, but you know, they gotta reach a certain amount of sales, so I guess it's working. "Yes, sir." "Yes, ma'am, sir." Flip a coin. They're gonna call you sir or ma'am, sir. I don't know if they're just afraid to misgender you or what it is, but I've been called ma'am, sir, and I think it's just like a trendy thing. Like, everyone's been called ma'am, sir at some point, so it's not like it can't be that, can it? Like, just afraid to misgender some people. You got some Subaru, okay? Some decorations, because what time is this in year? Let's look at the time, guys. 5 years ago. Wow. So this is actually not since I've been there. My bad. I got that wrong. May 1st, 2021. So that's far, far, far away from the 4 months that end up being Christmas. There's also a place on this floor that is good for remittance. It's called Western Union. I don't know why I forgot to mention that. Wow, I have so many memories. Just I'm not ready to trauma dump on you guys, in case I haven't done that already. Oh, well, there was another, like, yeah, my ex, she went to that clinic too. Something wrong with her ability to walk at the time. I don't remember what was going on. Oh, we're getting into like the cellar zone. So this is where, like, oh, or not. Okay. Pork chashu, that sounds good. Everything sounds salivating. Where's the TGI? TGI Fridays. I missed that the most. So a little thing about the TGI Fridays in the Philippines, because it is still alive and well. I don't know how it's doing in the States. They have disappeared in Utah. We don't have any TGI Fridays anymore. We are not in Flavor Town. But in the Philippines, it's so good. Everything is really good. The staff are super nice at the TGI Fridays. And they have unlimited mojitos for a certain, like, also affordable price. Like, I was thinking like $6, $8, unlimited mojitos, guys. So if you guys are, you know, overrated ladies and gents watching the video, if you're interested in a really good way to kind of pre-game before you're heading to the club later, that is the trendy thing to go do. To go head down to TGI Fridays, get yourself some chicken strips and some unlimited mojitos, because the sky is the limit. And it is. And wait, how does the phrase go? Thank God it's Friday. Oh, thank God I can skip the ad. Just one this time. Okay. Okay, we're taking too long. 3rd floor. I'm ready to be out of here, honestly. Too many memories at once to kind of like deal with. But okay, Luncha. Okay. We got these different levels, guys. It's just sexy stuff. 4th floor. Anything to note before I kind of close the video and give my ending thoughts? Let's see here. Yeah, I guess there's like less and less things to go see, but generally speaking, I want to say yeah, I was about to say cinemas. From what I hear, they're world class, but they're going to be on the top floor. So maybe that's why there's not a whole lot of stuff, because people are more focused on just going to see the movie, and that's why they've got the top floor. I think that's pretty standard. Popeyes. A whole lot of chicken joints, guys. Chicken, if you are a fan of chicken, the Philippines is the place for you. A lot of people say that there's too much of a focus on pork, but if you're trying to stay lean like me and kind of go for meats, they're going to help you stay in shape. I mean, the breading is not the best, but Kuya J, I think it's a pizza place, or is it a barbecue? Filipino barbecue joint? I don't think I've ever actually been. Just a nice little view from the top. Anyway, guys, I think that's going to be... Oh, Time Zone. That is an arcade, but it looks like they're closed at that time. So it might be later in the evening that this is being filmed. I'm not sure. Or maybe they're not open yet. But yeah, a lot of these... If you're a 90s kid and you want to get nostalgic for like how cool stuff used to be, if you're from the States, you're from Canada, and you're like, wow, these malls are disappearing, and... you know, having the place where you can just experience being a human being, it's all gone. Well, it's here, it's just not in our country. The social spirit is well and alive. It's just in the Philippines. And I'll talk about this in a different video, but it is just, it heals your soul being here. There's a lot of toxic stuff that you deal with as well if you're not careful. And, you know, take notes as you go, because you learn to avoid certain things. But yeah, it's just a great place to be, guys. I mean, so like I said, everything is kind of just going on at the mall, especially if you want to beat the heat. Make sure to stop by the Filipino mall next time you stop by the Philippines. I am super stoked. I've already said it a million times, but my trip is going to be very soon, and I'm super excited to go and take you guys with me. Make sure to subscribe and like if you haven't already, to join me on my travel adventures, giving travel tips and stuff like that. I am specifically specialized in the Philippines since that's where I have spent the most of my time traveling. But in general, I can also have something else to offer if you are, you know, looking to get into that lifestyle of going places and not making your wallet cry. And with that note, I'm gonna leave you on this video. I love you guys. Make good financial decisions. Don't break the bank. Make sure to watch my videos so I can help you, you know, live life and not break the bank. Go be the change you want in the world. Baboosh. I'm not gonna kiss the camera this time because, yeah, it's more awkward. Anyway.